Data shows the world's glaciers are melting at an alarming rate.
And that means that that's threatening water supplies, ecosystems, and coastal communities. So in tonight's Climate Watch, WBZ meteorologist Jacob Wyckoff spoke with two scientists who created a chilling way to highlight the problem.
15 gravestones made of ice, lined up on a patch of land, telling a symbolic story of our climate future.
This is a global concern. It's a global phenomenon that we are losing glaciers everywhere on Earth.
Simene Howe and Dominic Boyer are anthropologists from Rice University. WBZ chatted with them via Zoom late last year on a windy day outside of Reykjavik, Iceland, in this glacier graveyard.
Funerals are not really for the dead, they're for the living, and for the people who are left behind to come together and to find a way forward towards the future.
Each headstone carved with a glacier name on the brink of extinction. Some were well known, like Kilimanjaro, the last glacier for the entire continent of Africa, to Ajuatuk in the Arctic Circle, whose name literally translates to a place that never thaws.
There's an irony that the place that never thaws is now losing its glacier.
Each of these headstones have long since melted away, just like their namesakes will do in the coming years.
People could come and touch the ice and hold the ice in their hands, and to see that we hold the future of glaciers in our hands.
A new study from the journal Nature, released last week, says Iceland's glaciers alone lost 8.3 billion tons of ice annually between 2000 and 2023. In 2024, I visited Solheimajökull on Iceland's south coast, which is losing 40 meters of ice per year. But this is a global issue, and worldwide, glaciers have lost a staggering 273 billion tons of ice every year since the early 2000s, and that rate is accelerating. That could mean more flooding issues for Boston and other coastal communities.
This is kind of a moment where we dig deep and we say, we're starting to move in the right direction. We just need to really commit to doing it faster so that we can save some of these beautiful glaciers.
The United Nations is also sounding the alarm, declaring 2025 as the International Year of Glacier Preservation. By the way, those researchers, they have a list of glaciers that are either threatened or extinct. You can find a link to that on our website, WBZ.com. On the Climate Watch, I'm Jacob Wyckoff, WBZ News.
Powerful way to send that message.
I think it's so important, and our weather team does a great job of showing us how these big, broad issues impact us here.
They make it easy to understand, too, which I like.